Good morning. My name is Specialist Bradfield, and today we'll be teaching a class on sit rep. Your task: setting up a sit rep. Condition: you are a team leader who is part of an op board or frag board that was given a map, overlay, or a sketch map, depending on what the higher ups think you may need. Your current situation requires you to send a sit rep up to the higher ups. Standard: prepare a sit rep in accordance to SCP 21-1 SMCT. Risks are low, but for those at home, make sure that you are not around any tripping hazards such as cords, your pets, or your children. On a Venus, make sure you don't trip over them. If you're in a crowded area, however, make sure you maintain social awareness, situational awareness, and social distancing. COVID is still active and it is still very serious. As for me, my risk assessment is low because I'm doing this from my living room and I have a plan of exit. As you can see, I am right near the back door. I also have two other exits, the front door and the kitchen door. But since those are not relevant at this time, we won't be filming those. Now, I will be giving you a demonstration on how to perform a sit rep. Then I will give you a play-by-play on what exactly each of the items of the sit rep mean. Now, please hold all questions until after the demonstration and after the lesson. If my camera person will come over here. Yes, I forgot to mention. The sit rep, when usually setting up a sit rep, you're going to want an Army radio. Unfortunately, since the Army radio is a high value item, we weren't able to obtain one. So we're simulating that my phone is an Army radio. All right, now, if my camera person will continue. Each of these lines have meaning. I'll be giving them off in order. I'll be reading them off in order and how you're supposed to say it. Ready? Let's go. Romeo 1, this is Romeo 2, over. Romeo 2, this is Romeo 1, over. Romeo 1, this is Romeo 2, setting up sit rep. Romeo 2, this is Romeo 1, send up sit rep. Roger, Romeo 1, setting up sit rep now. We have line 1, line 1, 22, 1804, 2 Feb, 21. Break. Line 2, Bialian soldiers spotted delivering ammunition and firearms. No casualties, no prisoners. Break. Line 3, Quebec Echo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break. Line 4, 2 upper armored Humvee vehicles. Break. Line 5, TD, RC, and WC. Break. Line 6, green. Break. Line 7, 5 crates of 5.56 rounds, no class 5 containers. Break. Line 8, proceeding further on mission. Over. Roger, Romeo 1. Roger, Romeo 2. Sit rep received. Roger, Romeo 1. Romeo 2, over and up. And that is how you perform a sit rep. Now, we'll be going over each of the lines, starting with number 1. Romeo 1, Romeo 2. Those are the call signs that you were given before the mission. They are call signs when going over radio etiquette, so that you can form, so that you can identify yourself on the team and make sure the enemy doesn't know who you are. Well, they probably won't know who you are anyway, but just in case. That's what it's meant to hide your identity. The first line, you initiate radio call. Romeo 2, line 2, receives the call. Romeo 1, for the third call, you're saying you're trying to send up a sit rep. Line 4, headquarters is telling you to send up your sit rep. Each of these lines has a specific purpose. I'll be going over them now. Line 1, date, time, group. Date, when the actual event is going on. The time, and when it's going on. You have line 2, brief summary of threat activity, prisoners captured, casualties. Basically, if anyone sees any prisoners or any casualties that have been spotted with threats. Line 3, friendly location. Basically, location of all of you and any friendly forces that are on your side, that are about to engage the enemy, or that are in the vicinity, that are in the immediate area. My apologies, I have a speech impediment. Line 4 are vehicles that you have that were assigned to you in the beginning of the mission. Line 5, defensive obstacles that may hinder your progress on the mission. Say there was TD, tank ditch. Basically put a ditch that's so big that even a tank could fall in it. Use acronyms to speed the sit rep along. That's why I use sit reps. Also, you have RC, road crater. You have WC, Constantina wire. Now you have more, but these are the ones that we decide to use. Next, you have personal strength. Say you're on mission and you probably engaged the enemy, or maybe you just been on mission for a long time and they're trying to figure out your strength. You have green, which is 100 to 91. You have amber, 90 to 81. You have red, which is 80 to 71. And you have black, 70 and below. If it's black, you are non-mission capable and you have to stand by for further orders. Line 7, class 3 or a class 5 material. Class 3 is ammunition or explosives. Class 5 is hazardous chemical material. As you saw from the demonstration, we had ammunition, but we did not have any chemical activity. We did not have any chemical material. So we put none for that for class 5. And summary of tactical intentions, meaning what are we planning to do for the mission? We plan to proceed with mission because we were green. We are still mission capable. Now, some of you may notice that I put break at the end of each line. You put break instead of over to make sure that they know that you still have more to go on. Over is when you complete the sentence, period. Break is when you're finishing part of the sit rep. All right. Now, I will give you time in order to practice on sit reps. I will give you a scenario and you will provide a sit rep and perform that sit rep. I will give you 10 minutes. You can actually choose your own scenario. And 10 minutes have elapsed. Now, I'll be using the 5164 Romeo DD form to evaluate each of you. But before I do that, make sure that you have all accountability of all your equipment. You have your Kevlar, you're supposed to have your iPro, you're supposed to have your gloves, you're supposed to have your ILTV. Make sure that you have accountability of all your items. I'm not saying people steal things, but things do come up missing when there's a lot of people in a certain room. Now, as I said before, I'll be evaluating each of you and seeing how you're doing. I will give you each 10 minutes to see how you're doing. 10 minutes have elapsed. All right. I will now take up all your papers and evaluate each of you. Give me 5 minutes to do such that. All right. 5 minutes have evaluated. As you can see, some are proficient at it, some are trained at it, but none of them are undertrained, so you are good to go. I'll report this to my NCO. Sergeant, everyone is good to go. They are proficient and or trained. No. At this time, gather all your equipment, make sure that you have everything you need ready for you. Now. All right, everyone has everything good? Now, at this time, we'll be conducting an AAR. What was supposed to happen, what did happen, some improves, some sustains, and some recommendations. All right, what did happen? We were supposed to learn sit rep. What was supposed to happen? My apologies. What was supposed to happen? We learned sit rep. What did happen? We learned sit rep. Any sustains? You like my energy and you like that I explained everything in detail. Thank you. Any improves? I need to talk I need to talk higher and more clearly and slow down my pace. Thank you. I will take that into consideration and I will be better at my next class. Any recommendations? Maybe when we actually get to a real classroom, when we actually can use a radio. All right. Final inspection, making sure everything is square, G to G. I have everything that I need that I brought with me, and you have everything that you have brought with you. At this time, I will be releasing you to your NCO. Sergeant? Sergeant says you're good to go. Thank you. My name is Specialist Bradfield. It has been a pleasure.